Pasna of class 7 Mujani. Now I'm going to perform activity about simple pendulum. Let's get started. For that I have a pendulum here. First, let me say what is the aim, materials required and theory of the activity. The aim of the activity is to measure the time period of a simple pendulum. Materials required for the activity are thread, bob, stopwatch, ruler, pencil and note for observation. Now let me say what is a pendulum. A pendulum is a weight suspended from a fixed point such that it can swing freely. Let me say what is oscillation. The movement of pendulum to and fro about a point and hence it shows a oscillatory motion. Now let us get started to the activity. Now for that I have taken a thread and it is attached to a metal bob. It is fixed to a stable support. For the first step of the activity, you need the thread to be 30 centimeter. Now, let me say what is one oscillation. One oscillation means the movement of the pendulum like this, which goes to forward and backward. Now, for this, I have set a timer for 10 seconds. Now, we need to calculate the oscillation of a pendulum. So, let us get started. Start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly the oscillation of a pendulum in 10 seconds, it took 7. So, let us note the observation here. So, it took 7. Now, let us start the experiment 2. Length of the pendulum's thread is reduced from 30 centimeter to 20 centimeter. Now, let's repeat the same step as the first step. I'm going to start the timer for 10 seconds. Start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The pendulum's oscillation is 10. Let me note it down. Now let us move on to the next step. Now the length of the pendulum's thread is reduced from 20 to 10 centimeter. Now let us repeat the same. I'm going to set the timer for 10 seconds. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The total oscillation of the pendulum is 12. So let me write it down. Now we should calculate the oscillation. Now I have made a tabular column to find out the time period of my simple pendulum. Time period is nothing but the time taken for completing one oscillation by the pendulum. So now I have made some columns. The first column is the length of the thread. The second column is the number of oscillation completed in 10 seconds. Now for 30 centimeter, my simple pendulum took 7 seconds. 7 oscillation in 10 seconds. The next 20 centimeter, my pendulum took 10 oscillation In third 10 centimeter, it took 12 oscillation. Now let us find the number of oscillation in 1 second. Now 7 oscillation by 10 is equal to 0.7. 10 oscillation by 10 is equal to 1. 12 by 10 is equal to 1.2. Now I have found out the average